56 sulla schiena e Salamella. E tu, io e Salamella, corre sulla fascia e no, non si ferma, lui dribbla, lui segna.
La propria mezzo campo a difendere e un Milan invece
Giroud in area, si gira, sinistro, rete, ha raddoppiato il Milan al 33esimo minuto nel corso della ripresa, cambia ancora il parziale a San Siro, gol capolavoro di Olivier Giroud, spalle alla porta in area di rigore, si libera sul piede sinistro, manda a vuoto l'intervento del difensore dell'Inter e piazza il suo sinistro.
Buongiorno, pomeriggio, buonasera, fellow Melanisti. Welcome to a live episode of the MLM Podcast. With us, your host, me, of course, Max Lombardia, and him, everyone's favourite, AC Milan uncle, who is back. We are finally back together after what feels like a really long time, and we're here to talk all things Milan. How you doing, Gino?
I'm all right. I'm just seeing, like, who's whinging in the chat already, and it's already annoying me. You've already pissed me off before we've even started. Battery's at about 25%. Let's just try and get through this.
Nice. Who is it? It's John. Io sono qui, però dove sono Max e Gino? We're here, man. We're
here now. We're here now, John. All right. Get over yourself.
Fahadino, hello, mate. Welcome to the chat. Hello to everyone.
Hello, everyone.
On X, where we are live streaming. So let's get in it. Let's get in it. Before we do, let's just say thank you to our friends at Milan Extra, who always help us and support us with all their captions and stuff. Great job, great page, really good at translating into English detail. Yeah, follow them, give them a like, follow them. You can follow them on Instagram as well.
So a song in my head. It's
a banger, isn't it? Such a banger.
Tu, io e Salamella, corre sulla fascia.
Absolute banger. Absolute banger. Right, guys, let's get straight into that starting formation. Obviously, so Torino's a bogey team. Gino, I don't know if you saw the stats before the game, but we hadn't actually won away at Torino apart from that game behind closed doors where we absolutely battered them 7-0 for about a decade. I think Max Allegri was probably the last manager that managed it. So mental stat. I didn't realise how bad it was. And how did Allegri set us up to try and beat the taboo? Well, this was the starting formation. Again, graphics courtesy of Milan Extra. Thank you very much. So Mike Maignan in goal. The three at the back that we're used to now, Tomori, Gabbia, and of course, Pavla Mingia. And then we had Salamakers, Ruben Loftus-Cheek in for Richie, Luka Modric, Arden Rabiot, Davide Bartesaghi, and Christopher Nkunku, and Rafael Leao up top. So the only real surprise was probably, I don't know if it's a surprise or not, but RLC in there. Obviously, Fofanas is injured at the moment, so he can't play. So in steps RLC, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. What a game. Who's here? Who we've got now? Kim. Hello, Kim. Buongiorno ragazzi dell'Australia. Siamo internazionali. Yes, we're not internazionale.
Everyone just decided that they're going to start writing in Italian, apart from...
Why not? Get un schiaffo gigantesco per Gino from John.
Just like, God, really?
He'd probably need to get on like a stepladder to slap you, to be fair. So I'd love to see that.
Yellow pages, but like the original white ones.
Massive ones.
A double stack.
Oh, piccolo. Right, so any thoughts on the starting formation, Gino? Any surprise, anything wild coming out here?
How the hell are we top of the league with this? It's the only thing that I'm looking at. I mean, if you were to take like Leao, Rabiot, Modric, Salamakers, and Maignan, you could understand that based on performance so far, right?
Yeah.
But the others, it's like, I don't know. I think Bartesaghi has really shown himself to be this really competent football player. Really competent. 19. decision making is already like really strong, all that stuff. But that back three, oh my God. And then like Loftus-Cheek and Nkunku, it's like, well, there's 5 players right there. Do you know what I mean? So it's nearly half your team. And
Yeah.
How's that happened?
I know. It's like a mid-off, isn't it? It's like such a mid-off everywhere else on the pitch.
Just like you got Modric, who's like a Ballon d'Or winner.
Yeah.
You've got Rabiot, who, you know, whose mum basically bosses him around. You've got Salamakers, who for years everybody was like salad maker. I mean, get a grip, right? And then like, you know, Manyan, he's like, oh, come January, I fancy 2 months off, right? and there's like, and somehow it's like these like lot are like going, yeah, we all know how to play football, but the rest. Pavlo Minka has turned into bloody prime Beckenbauer, right? So you know, you kind of the only one there, genuinely, if you're looking, there's 2 names there that really don't fit the puzzle. Who are they?
Out of all of this lot,
yeah.
Well, and Nkunku and RLC, I'd say.
That's
See that hits
straight away.
Make no sense.
So straight away.
Yeah, I think look, spot on. Pavlovic is Pavlarese or Pavlaminga. There's no in between. He's either the second coming of of Italian centre backs of a time, or absolutely shite. Gabbier's doing, I think, quite well. Tamori's doing okay. Tamori has his moments. Salamaker's okay. Bartasaghi really good, actually, so much better than his Stupinan. Rabiot and Modric have to start every game. Leao starts. You're right, spot on. So let's talk about the first half, because it didn't go very well, did it? Let's be honest.
No.
The first half, the first 30 minutes were a hot shower of steaming piss. They were absolutely shocking. My God, like, if you want to watch paint dry in a really cold, like, subway,
non-ventilated room,
in just some stinky shithole, that is the absolute epitome of it. So 7th minute it takes until we give away a penalty. 5th penalty conceded this season already. I mean, it's a fucking clear-cut penalty, isn't it? He fucking handballs it. He throws his hand in the air, hits his arm. It's a handball. I don't know what the fuck he's arguing and making a big scene of. What did you think, Gino? I thought it was clear-cut. What did you think?
Listen, I saw a brilliant meme, and it was of Tomori's reaction, and it was basically, se Tomori sta facendo una faccia così vuol dire che è colpevole.
Yeah, spot on.
You know, if Tomori is doing that face, you know he's guilty. And it's just like, yeah, he's guilty. Like, stop whinging, just accept it, but also don't put yourself in the position to give away the penalty.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he's arguing. Anyway, penalty comes along. It's Vlasic, and he converts it into the bottom right corner. Mike nearly gets there, to be fair to him, but he doesn't. It's 1-0 straight away. The shower of piss continues up until the 16th minute, where Zapata, who hasn't scored a goal in a year, gets his first goal for a while. Pavlovinga shows him onto his stronger side. He just smashes the ball, basically, puts his foot through it, through Pavlovinga, through Mike, and it's 2-0. Shit defending, not usual stuff, really. But when we're shit, we're shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that kind of continues for another sort of 10-ish minutes. And then, Gino, is the absolute, like, just Rabiot just slaps that ball, like, absolutely magnificently. Kids, if you want to learn how to strike a ball from distance, that's how you do it. Absolutely.
I once heard,
yeah,
when you said slap that ball, I once heard a primary school headmaster shout on a football pitch, and I only knew he was a primary school headmaster because he's a mate, and he was managing the opposing team of a bunch of kids that I was managing, and the ball was dropping, and he says, "Slap it like a bitch." primary school headmaster. Well, that's what this lad did.
Yeah.
I don't mean that in a sexist, misogynistic, derogatory way. I'm just saying what that lad said.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, you know, it's a good one when the ball doesn't really rotate.
He hit that so well, didn't he? I don't know if you see it, but it slightly bobbles. So it's like he hits it as it bobbles slightly. Perfect, absolute perfect left-footed strike. Keepers never fucking get in there. Great goal, 2-1. And I have to say, after that half an hour of shit, we do wake up a bit. And yeah, we're all over him essentially. We pepper the Torino goal, we just can't get a goal. And then Leao takes a shot from long distance and injures himself. 31st minute, he comes off. Richie comes on. RLC goes up top with Nkunku. It's useless. It's a blind lead in the partially sighted up top. Let's put it that way. And then the midfield is reshaped. Defence is reshaped. And that's kind of what happens going up to half time. Any thoughts on the first half, Gino?
No, that's the best fucking metaphor I've heard in years.
Well, it was, wasn't it? That's essentially what it was.
The blind leading the partially sighted.
Yeah, I'm sorry if that offends anyone. I don't mean to, but you get my gist, right? Then the second half starts quite strongly.
Oh, that's amazing.
We're the strongest team without any doubt. And essentially we just can't score, but we are giving a little bit of possession away. It's a little bit tough until the 66th minute, where I think Allegri makes that phone call, and then all of a sudden Pulisic comes on. Pulisic, miskin, who's had an affair bills all week, wasn't even allowed to travel with the team away, so he didn't give away anything to anyone. Comes on and he just steals the show, really, doesn't he?
He's not going to be responsible for like causing a flu epidemic in the epidemic in the Milan camp, isn't he?
No.
No one gives a shit.
66th minute, he comes on. 67th minute, crossing from Salamakers, who's now playing left back, drops to him, slots the goal. First touch, literally first touch, back of the net, 2-2.
Salamakers, man, is like. Oh, he is he's a Swiss Army knife, but he's a Belgian Army knife, which basically is just the same as a Swiss Army knife, but they've got little compartments for mayonnaise and ketchup so that you can put it on your chips.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that Belgium's given us in this world. That and bureaucracy. Moving on.
Anyway, it literally lands on his foot, and he literally just has to take a touch, and he slots it under the keeper. I don't think he's expecting him to hit it first time. I think that's what catches him out.
Sorry, just out of curiosity, I didn't see who the keeper was for Torino. Is it Milinkovic-Savic's brother still?
No, he's at Napoli now, isn't he? Milinkovic-Savic.
That's my bad.
I can't remember the name of the keeper, if I'm honest, but he is a decent keeper. He did make a lot of good saves in this game, to be fair. Anyway, game goes on. Again, we have so many chances, but in all of that fury, Torino actually score a goal, which is disallowed for a foul on Salamakers. There's loads of people crying about it. I think it's a clear foul. He just shoves him in the back. Like, what's he meant to? So it's a foul. The goal's disallowed. I think it's Shay Adams, the Scottish forward, who puts it in the back of the net. That was awful defending, by the way. Like, that was, thank God it's a foul, because that was awful.
Awful defending.
Man marking, it was horrendous. Anyway, goal gets disallowed. I'm thinking sigh of relief. Let's go on. We get to the 77th minute. There's a bit of a counter attack. Richie, absolute peach of a cross, first time cross across the area, and Pulisic there with a left foot, and I think again it catches the keeper off guard. I don't think he was expecting a first time hit. He does get a hand to it, but it hits the back of the net, and it's 3-2 for Milan. Wonderful goal. This man again on a favourite manages to get himself 2 goals. That's 7 goals this season. He's the joint top goal scorer in Serie A with Lautaro Martinez. Stunning, phenomenal. I don't know how he does it, but he keeps doing it. He even scores a hat-trick, Gino. If it isn't for Nkunku's stupid run, which he could have timed much better, there was loads of time and space for that. That would have been a hat-trick for Pulisic's first hat-trick. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be.
I've got to ask the question, right? Have you figured out the answer to the question, Why did we get Nkunku?
No, I have no idea. He wasn't cheap. It wasn't a good deal. It wasn't an offer. He's injury prone. He hasn't scored a lot of goals. He's not a centre forward. He's sort of a winger hybrid striker, second striker.
Because if this is like just based on like potential, then like I know a few lads where we can make a bit of money as their agents. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Why not? Let's do it. 40 mil, mate. 40 million, pretty
Imagine getting 5% of that.
That'd be nice.
5%. You would not find me. You would literally have to use that money to try and find me. I would disappear. You'd never see me again. You just wouldn't.
Well, 5% is a bit like his output.
Listen, I know a few Irish lads, right, that could get us a good, get us a, good, decent passport. I'd have a new identity. I'd dye this hair. I'd shave it off. I would do all sorts. You wouldn't find me, right? There's not enough countries in this world.
Blimey.
Might go to Bali.
It's nice, Bali.
And try and hit on like all the failed models.
You want to go to where is it? Is it Latvia where there's like way more women than men?
There's like 8, isn't there like 80? No, isn't it like 80 to 1?
Something
women
like that.
To men.
That's.
I mean, even with those odds, I'd stand a chance.
Mate, I think they'd be throwing themselves at you.
I'd stand a chance, mate, with those odds. Good Lord.
Lab Gorilla says Nkunku was bought to shape balloons at birthday parties. Well, he is a bit of a fucking clown at the moment, isn't he, John? So I'm not surprised.
Joke, Max, you didn't have to explain the joke. That you didn't have to explain it.
Well, I did.
That was the joke. John, how do you say that in Italian? I know. John, just write that in Italian.
Oh, he's going to have to get Google Translate out, isn't he? So yeah, look, game finishes there 3-2. Great comeback. All thanks to, of course, this man who's really done a good job on us. I mean, what more? I mean, the man's a legend, isn't he? The man's all over it. It's got to be taking a spot of our best player, surely. Like, fucking hell, the guy, even when he's sick, comes on and scores.
Mate, he can raise an eyebrow like that.
Look at that. Look at him. Very nice. Stats-wise, he's absolutely killing it, of course.
Best American football player to have played? He's up there.
Who comes into my mind? Landon Donovan, not
as
good.
No, Landon Donovan didn't.
Not as good. No. Dempsey
didn't do the level this guy did. He's done it. He's done it in the Premier League.
Yeah,
and he's done it
in Bundesliga. Yeah, he's a great player. He probably is the best. He probably is the best American player. He probably is. I think that's fair. It's fucking not Musa, is it? I'll tell you who I used to just randomly pop to my head. Do you remember? Was it Kevin McBride that used to play for Fulham?
Yeah,
I loved Kevin McBride. He always used to bang him in, didn't he?
Yeah, McBride. That's a good one. And
Fulham have a thing for Americans because when McBride went, they ended up with Dempsey. And Dempsey, I thought, was really good at Fulham as well.
Dempsey, yeah, good one.
Yeah, he was a good player. Not as good as Pulisic, to be fair. Along with that, Gino, is this contract thing. So there's talks, obviously, I think they'll trigger the 2028 year that they can trigger. And they're trying to get his contract renewed. It's talking about he wants to increase his salary from 4 to 5. I just give him whatever the fuck he wants. If he wants 6, give him 6. Like, just give it to him. I'm not being funny. It's not like he hasn't earned it.
If he wants Arcore, go buy Arcore. And for those of you who don't know what Arcore is, it was Berlusconi's sex palace, which he illegally took off a woman.
Beautiful. Right, so here we are. Leao has injured himself again. Apparently it's inflammation, nothing too serious. He's going to miss the game against Sassuolo, but should be available for the Supercoppa.
Can I just say something? This has been my biggest gripe about the way Italian journalists talk about injuries.
Yeah.
Because you know, like how, like, as a nation, right, our people
have
a bit of a thing for exaggeration, right?
Yeah, that'd be understatement.
Easy, whatever it is. Like, everything's easy. Like, tempesta a Milano, crisi climatico. Cioè, it rained for 2 days. Crisi climatico. Anyway, right? When they talk about an injury, don't they make it sound so life-threatening? Yet here, right, is Premier League, right? You get these prima donnas who are on more money than what they are on in Italy, but it's like, yeah, like muscle injury, like 3 weeks out. In Italy, lesione, like, you know, lesione minimo, salterà. It's not he misses. He literally jumps over.
Leaps
He leaps over the next 4 games. Tornerà. So it's this great re-entry. Can we just, like, oh, giornalisti italiani, come si dice in Inghilterra, calm your tits. It's like, there's no need. There's no need.
They love it. They love it.
Isn't it? But have you noticed it, or is it just me?
No, they exaggerate everything.
John, John, Keem, Fahadinho, somebody agree with me in the comment. Just like all the time, it's like, you know, medesimo crociato. It's like the foot, and then you find out he just bruised himself. Like, can we get a bit of perspective here?
It's not good.
Cioè, è come se fosse non tiene più il braccio, cioè, ma che cazzo, cioè, calm down, guys.
Well, he's done something to himself. He ain't going to be there against Sassuolo.
The adductor muscle. I did the adductor. I was out for 2 weeks.
I'm kind of hoping that Pulisic plays against Sassuolo anyway over Leao. Leao's not been great for a couple of games. Probably needs to sit one out. So he won't be there. He'll be ready and back for the Super Cup. This is the league table, Gino. I mean, it's looking very healthy for us, to be fair. Obviously, we're top, and that's, I think, because of head-to-head, because we beat Napoli, and we have a slightly better goal difference, maybe. Obviously, joint with Napoli. Then you've got Inter on 30 points, so 1 point behind us. Then you've got Roma on 27, stagnating a little bit after a couple of losses, 4 points behind. Bologna in 5th on 25. Como on 6th on 24, and then it's Juve in 7th with 23. And the closest team, again, is Sassuolo on 20 points. Sassuolo have an absolute barnstormer. And then underneath them is Cremonese and then Lazio. So Cremonese and Sassuolo look a little bit out of place. We knew Como would be there or thereabouts. Juventus a bit further behind than we thought. Bologna probably overperforming at the moment. But yeah, very healthy, I think. I remember you and I talking, and we said we were worried a bit about the style of football and if it'd be boring and Brexit ball and whatever. And you the exact words you said was, yeah, but if we're near the top or top of the table, no one will really care, and that will be that. Well, I think we are literally in that situation where we are literally top of the table, and no one cares. It doesn't really matter. It's boring to watch. Like that Lazio game.
It's so boring. If you compare where we are today to where we were last year, we're like plus 10 points or plus 11 points.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it literally doesn't matter.
And it's literally like, you know, is that the genius of Allegri? I would say about 80% of it is. I would say if he didn't have Modric and Rabiot, we wouldn't be where we are today.
Yeah.
So,
and Pulisic.
So, for me, you look at that table. We said Como are like the dark horses. I think their style and their brand of football is something beautiful to watch, but they got absolutely spanked by Inter at the weekend 4-0. But I would prefer us to have that style. But that style comes at a price.
Yeah, I agree. Right? Yeah.
And if we were to take off 9 points, we'd be where Como is today, roughly. Well, we'd actually be where Juventus is today, right?
Yeah.
You want to really be Juventus? No, not really, because they're shite. So I think as well, like the whole thing of like one game a week, the fact that we're out of the Coppa Italia, oh well. It's like works in our favor. Like we don't give a shit about the Coppa Italia.
Who cares? Yeah. No one cares. People try and make a big thing of it if there's a derby in it, but who cares? And the season's still long, isn't it? There's still a long time to go.
Precisely what Kim just said there.
What's he said? Guys, the season, literally is long. Still 24 games left. Wait until the top teams get knocked out of Europe, and then watch the bottom teams trying to avoid relegation. Prime Barca. It isn't easy. A lot of people out there that are already pissing their knickers and celebrating Galma. Yeah, I get it. I'm definitely not celebrating. I
think once Napoli goes to one game a week,
I think
that gets interesting.
Yeah. And Inter, I think Inter have got it's Inter and Napoli's league to lose is kind of what the way
I think with their on merit.
Yeah,
also they're on merit.
Yeah, we probably should have a few more points. To be honest,
they're on merit. It's like we've lost one, we've drawn 4. Like, had we had won one of those draws, we'd be another. We'd be at 34.
Yeah, but look at the draws. We drew against Pisa, we drew against Parma, and then we drew that Juventus game we really should have won.
And what's our only loss this year?
Cremonese. So, and we drew against Atalanta, but that was probably a fair draw. To be fair, even Atalanta are sliding down the table quite quickly. But look, listen, Kim, you're spot on.
Better. They're playing so much better since Juric has gone.
Yeah, and they got Palladino, who's a great
young Italian coach.
Yeah, shock horror. And he's won. They beat Chelsea, didn't they, the other night with that CDK absolute screamer. Yeah. Did you see his goal? CDK's goal?
No.
Screamer. Watch it. So and he got the assist as well. Cracking player. If only we'd had a player like. Oh wait, right. So, rumors. So apparently,
Arrivederci.
So Fofana.
Oh, sorry, they're coming back. Sorry.
Yeah, Fofana and Santiago Jimenez are rumored to be apparently back. I don't know if they're going to play or not. I kind of don't want to see Fofana.
Were they with us when they were with us?
Well, don't say anything about Fofana, whatever you do. There's a weird guy on X who, when we lost against Lazio, was commenting on everyone's thing saying, this is vengeance for Fofana. This is what happens when Fofana doesn't play, which is hilarious.
Ha bevuto.
Yeah, troppo.
Anyway, he's got to leave his mum's basement every now and again.
I don't know who he is, but it was weird. But look, I don't want Fofana to be injured. I don't mind him on the bench, but I'd rather see. I think RLC or Richie give you more. I can't believe I'm saying RLC gives you more, but he does.
People that defend Fofana back in 2008, 2009 must have had an account on a computer game called Second Life, which was for people who didn't have a first life. So it's like, that's all I'm saying.
I don't. If you're going to defend a player, defend him. It's not fine, But Jesus Christ, he hasn't been great. Yes, he did help score some goals, but he. Anyway, right, next. So we might have Jimenez back.
We haven't had a chance to talk about it, but when he did his prime wear.
Oh my God!
Then all of a sudden, it's like he was wearing Doc Marten shoes.
That is the biggest Pavle Minga Fofana moment in the ever. How can you get the ball? And the thing is, Gino,
do all of that. He did all of the hard stuff.
The run was immaculate. Every left and right turn he made was spot on. He put players on their ass. He got in the area. Probably the easiest bit because the keeper, if he slotted that,
the keeper's on his arse. If you look at it, the keeper is on his arse.
And he kicked his own foot. Only he could do that. Do you know what I mean?
Anyway, so if Santiago Jimenez and Yusuf Fofana, if they're available for Sassuolo, would you want either of them to play, Max?
I think no, because Jimenez won't be fully fit. Fofana, no thanks. I think it needs to really. It's probably going to end up being Nkunku and Pulisic is probably what I imagine. If Pulisic isn't fully fit, maybe Jimenez starts, plays the first off. I don't know. He's got something to balance there because Leao certainly isn't going to be there. What other options he got? I guess it's not. The problem with the lack of depth is it goes to what have you got, not what do you need, and that's the biggest problem at the moment with this club. More rumours. So apparently Milan are profoundly focused on Mike Maignan contract extension talks, and at the moment they are not considering signing another goalkeeper. Radio Rossonera, which I don't normally listen to, I was watching it today. They said that Milan went in and offered him a lower contract than they offered him last year. And obviously that's not gone down well. It's just what they said. I don't know that that's 100% accurate. Well, the rumours to come out of this, Gino, are that apparently we're going in for Alisson. Alisson, how do you say it? Alisson.
Right. So first and foremost, that's not happening.
Can I just show you the next slide?
Yeah.
I think then you can say what you're about to say. This is what I've got for people that actually believe this. Because if you really think they're going to replace Maignan with Alisson, you are.
Which cartoon is that one from?
I don't know. I really don't know. It just is perfect.
That's not Holly and Benji, is it?
Probably. I've got that or Lupin in my head, but I've
got Lupin in my head because of the lad in the background, but it's not. It's not. Anyway, it's not happening because Alisson already gets 8 million a season from Liverpool. And if you're not willing to give Maignan 8 million, why are you going to give it to Alisson, who will be what, 30?
He's 32 now,
and he's not available until 27.
That's
so
right.
What you're telling me is you're going to give a guy who's going to be late 30s 8 million a season when you wouldn't give it to Mike Maignan, who's what, 31 now?
He's 30. Magnan's 30. Alisson's 32.
So, like, why wouldn't you give it to Alisson? So why wouldn't you give it to Maignan right now? Number one. Number two, if you're not going to sign Maignan, make a deal with the devil. Like, do whatever you've got to do. Sacrifice a child, a goat, a dog,
sacrifice a goat, not a child. Do you know?
A goat, a dog, whatever, right? A horse, whatever. And who's our reserve keeper? That's like 17-year-old.
Toriani.
Right. Just get him playing now. Do you know what I mean? Like, if that's going to be the case, why piss about? Like, this whole thing of like, if you want to save money, okay, you throw bad money after good money after bad money, whatever it is, right? I'm just saying, it's like, it makes no sense, this whole thing. If you're not going to keep him with Maignan, fine, but don't draw it out. Don't do this whole thing like with that bloody Belgian lad all summer, right? Which still, he then goes and breaks his bloody femur. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think with Mike, you just give, if he wants a 6-7, you just give it to him.
Give the 6-7, and then if Chelsea want to come in and buy him for 100 million, take the money. What are you doing?
I just don't see how you can get a better keeper than Mike Maignan for 7 million. I just can't. You can't. Alisson, if you want him to actually replace Mike, you're going to have to pay for him because, like you said, his contract doesn't.
Also, you've got to change the way that you play football because
and then you're going to have to pay.
Keeper.
Well, this is the rumor that I thought was probably a bit more realistic, which was a random keeper I've never heard of from Corinthians. So I thought this was more realistic. That was more realistic than Alisson. A few other rumors. So the possible arrival of a new striker for AC Milan is entirely contingent on a departure. Primarily that of Santiago Jimenez. The club needs to find offers in January. I think they'll have plenty of offers. It's just whether he wants to go and they actually sell him for the right price.
West Ham come in and offer 20 million. What do you say?
No. Any Premier League team wants the 20-something-year-old private striker with still a load of promise. It's 40 mil. 40 mil. If Nkunku costs 37 mil, or whatever it was.
Inflation.
He needs
Premflation.
Spot on. They got the money. Why can't they pay it?
Yeah.
Just pay it. I'm not saying he's... I think a player, he's had a bad couple of months, but he was banging them in for the Feyenoord, and he had his goals in the Champions League and all sorts. So he's not a shit player. He just hasn't found his form. He's worth money. I reckon you can get your money back. The other rumor I hate is this one. I don't rate this guy. I think he's shit. I think he's slow. I don't think he'll do well. He's rubbish at West Ham. He's barely playing. I don't want this guy. If they replace Jimenez with him and they don't get good money, it's just more signs of incompetence. Another weird one, Gino, which I wondered what you thought of. Apparently there's talks about us getting Lorenzo Luca and then sending Ruben off the sheet the other way to Napoli.
Rub that lamp. Rub whatever you got to rub. Kiss whoever you got to kiss. Like, touch yourself in the most indiscreet way that you can. Make this happen. Just make it happen.
I've heard people saying, yeah, but we're strengthening a direct rival. Strengthening?
Strengthening? Strengthening?
I don't know about that.
If Ruben Loftus-Cheek goes to Napoli and we get Luca, really? Like, we're strengthening by giving away Ruben Loftus-Cheek? No, sorry, they're strengthening by No. He's strengthened by getting rid of him.
Yeah. And I probably strengthened with Luca.
The only thing that I can think of is we will have less 15-year-old girls interested in AC Milan because there'll be one less person dancing for us.
On TikTok, yeah. Spot on. The other thing, Gino, is doesn't look like we're going to Australia anymore.
Oh.
Because of our early Coppa Italia exit, this provides the club with necessary scheduling flexibility.
Of course.
Most likely dates being targeted are February the 17th or February the 24th. What a miracle.
Can I hypothesize something else?
Go for it.
Allegri was rumoured to want to punch a kangaroo.
Makes sense.
The Italian embassy just kicked in and went, let's not do it.
Makes sense.
What's next?
He was going to take his coat off.
Take his coat off, slap down the kangaroo.
He was going to go to that kangaroo and he was going to say, whenever you're around, there's always problems, mate. And that's what's going to...
What it would have is the kangaroo would have Fofana by the neck, by the collar, right? And you go, oi, leave my midfielder alone.
That's
bang. Right?
He just suddenly has got an Australian accent, despite being from Liverpool. The strongest Italian accent.
Lascia il mio centrocampista, okay? Bang. Right, that's it.
I found this funny. Belagatti's drunk, I swear. Who fucking cares? Journalist Carlo Belagatti has reported that tests show Christopher Nkunku is the fastest player in the entire Swansea squad over 50 metres. Fastest to what? To the toilet in Milan.
Still can't touch a ball, still can't do anything.
Literally useless. I just thought this was funny.
Fastest over 50 metres is like basically being a virgin in a brothel.
Beautiful. Beautiful analogy. Right. Milan Sassuolo. Thoughts?
We're going to win 2-1.
This is our record against them in the last few games. So 0-0 draw, 2-1 loss, 3-1 loss, 5-2 loss, and then a 1-0 win.
You did me so dirty.
I don't think Berardi can play. I think he's injured.
But also, who's on the ground?
That's Romagnoli from the Scudetto season. That is. So look, I don't know. So this is the classic banana skin Milan game.
2-1.
You reckon we'll win 2-1?
Your money on it, kids.
So I have this.
Actually, can I just for legal reasons say, do not take my prediction as anything where you should be putting money on. Please don't.
Jesus Christ!
I am not responsible for anything. Are you putting on the bet now?
No. I've just got a notification. What bet are we? What as in Sassuolo winning? No, Milan winning 2-1.
Check it now. I'm going to go on Sky Bet now. Here you are, Sky Bet.
I'm giving it a 1-0 win. Uncomfortable Brexit ball, passing sideways. Pulisic scores a random goal out of nowhere. We defend like our lives depend on it.
Here we are.
They hit a post off the cross, like post off a corner, and it's a 1-0 win, and we get 3 points. That's what I reckon.
I'm sorry, I'm just you carry on. Oh, do me a favour.
Icardi being offered to Milan. Rumours, thoughts.
Icardi?
I wouldn't throw him away. It's a decent centre forward. wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Do I want him? No. I'd probably choose like a Mazakeen. Would probably be my ideal purchase if I could get one. But yeah,
If there's anyone that I could purchase, it would be Mose Keane.
100%. Yeah, I think he costs about 50 something mil. But if you look at how much we spent on Jimenez and Nkunku, we're just wasting money. Right, Botti and Cannoli. This is one of my Botti. Oh God, I didn't mean to do that. So obviously the Inderisti Salta Gonnoi Rafa when he got injured, and then one of our guys, Figlio di Divock, brilliant. Chala Salta Gonnoi, because I don't know if you know about Hakan's hurt himself. So he will be out for a bit.
I did know about Hakan hurting himself, but I couldn't give a flying toss.
Beautiful. This is the next one. So this is me with 37.5 flu, and then this is Pulisic with 37.5 flu, which I thought was quite good. Another Canolu. This made me laugh. Nkunku. Who are you? Who are you? I'm you, but stronger. I thought this is brilliant. So there's my Botti of the week. And now it's time for... Who is your Pavlaminga of the week, Gino? You got anyone? Guys in the chat, let's hear it. It was hard this week. I found it hard. I used Fofana last week for that golden run.
I think Tomori, go on.
Tomori, because of the stupid handball and the arguing. Yeah, I think that's a good shout. Yeah, Tomori, fair enough. Anyone else in the chat got anything before I press the button? 3, 2, 1. No. Let's go. Right, guys, as you know, we have a Substack. This is our premium content. You can join our Substack for £3.50 a month, or you can become a founding member for 40 quid. Thank you to our founding members, Rune, Raja, and Shane, our subscriber, Buzz, and then our free subscribers, Adam Hastings, Angel Laria, Shannon P, Mr. Davilo, Fahadino, and Pratima, who joined us today. Thank you very much, guys. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
This week, I did a bonus podcast on the win away to Torino. I've done some articles on there as well. Something you weren't here for, Gino, last week, but just wanted to again say a massive thank you. Our Spotify and Wrapped, it was really strong, 45% increase in listening time. We were rated by 18 people. There's 18 people in the world that think we're the best podcast. So thank you very much. 44% up on followers, and Jad, the preview that we did with Jad, was our most listened to and most liked podcast.
And Jad brings a whole community to us, man.
Yeah, and I said last week, thank you to Jad, and sort of well done and congratulations on all the things he's doing at the moment, because he's really killing it.
Yeah.
And that's gratis to our Substack subscribers, and that is it. So if you've got any questions you want to ask us, just pop them in the chat. Gino, anything else from you? Anything we've missed?
No, I did a bit of an emergency pod last week. Max loading it and always reaching out. And I just want to say, personally, a massive thank you to John, to my friend Big Man Steve, and to Dee as well for reaching out. Really appreciate it. Thank you all for your support. This is, as you can probably tell, not really me, but it is kind of me, but it's not me. So I just wanted to say thank you, and please, guys, I stand by it. It's something that I'm doing with my own business. Next year, for every invoice that I raise, I will be giving a percentage as well to men's mental health charities. It is something I am passionate about, and just talk. Please reach out to your mates and talk. And Max, just a massive thank you to you, because you always help me out. You always check in. You make sure I'm still here. So I just want to say massive thank you.
Don't need to thank me, mate. You're a really good friend, and it would be weird not to be able to talk to you every day. So I do it to make sure you're all right, fella. And plus, I'm not being funny, but who's going to come on there with me every week and moan about Milan? It needs to be you. So 100%, mate. And we need to go for that pint. We still haven't gone for that fucking pint.
Still haven't gone for that pint. 3 years now. So
yeah, we need to sort it out. We're going to be hitting the 4th fucking season, and we still haven't done it.
Because there is no questions yet, and I don't think there will be, and we can cut it short. But I did want to say, I sent you an image of the vision that the architect has given for the new San Siro.
Yes.
Have you got that to hand? Because
you sent it to me on WhatsApp, didn't you?
Yeah. No, on Instagram. You'll have to go back through all the other stuff that we send each other on Instagram. But for those podcast listeners, what I do want you to do, if you are a podcast listener who has vision, I don't know how to say that.
As long as you're not the blind leading the partially sighted, is what you.
As long as you're not the blind leading the partially sighted, and you can check out this thing. I'm not sure, Max, if there is a way for you to post this as a link or something, or so in the description as well in Spotify or whatever it is.
Keep talking. Give me a sec.
But basically, the vision that this guy has done, this architect has done for the San Siro, it makes so much sense to do it this way. It's beautiful. Essentially, it's keeping those columns, right? Those that you see, right? And if you've ever been to the San Siro, those are the stairs which take you to all the different anelli. So you've got the three. This is
one of them.
It's absolutely stunning the way that they've done it. And essentially, it's about building on top of the structure, but then redesigning the whole landscape around it. And for anybody that's been to the San Siro, one of my best friends lives a kilometer walk from the San Siro. He's in the populated area. He's in the trafficked area, right? So you basically have got lots of stuff around it. But the closer you get to the San Siro, it's just it's honest to God, it's just literally a shithole, right? It absolutely is. So if they can remodel that whole area as something, right, which looks like what this architect has done, I think that would make so much more sense. You could build like levels downwards and everything else. So it's just a huge thing that I think if we don't do it this way, I think it's a wasted opportunity, basically.
It's stunning, isn't it? Look at it.
That makes me proud to be a Milan fan.
Look at it. Let me just see if I've got this. I think I've in my rushing. There's probably a slightly better image, but it does look amazing. I think Kim sent it to me the other day as well, but it was only.
And Fahadinho said he sent it in the group chat, I think.
I don't know if you can see it there, but that is like just that, and then like you'd walk up to. Oh, for God's sake! You'd walk up to that, and then that would be the view. I mean, look at that. That is amazing.
Max?
Oh, Gino. He's Walt Disney'd again. He's frozen on us, guys. He's Walt Disney'd. It always happens. Signal has gone. All right, guys, I might just finish off. Oh, no. Right, I'll leave it at that. Right, guys, look, thank you very much for listening to the MLM Podcast. We really appreciate it. Please like, follow, subscribe if you can. You can find us on Instagram, on TikTok, on X. Everything you can imagine. If you like what we do and you want to read the bonus articles, listen to the bonus podcast, please subscribe to the Substack. Like I said, it's only £3.50 a month, or you can become a founding member. Have a wonderful week. Forza Milan, and hopefully we can